Have you ever received a form called SSA-1099 inches the mail and wondered what it's for? Today, we're diving into the basics of the SSA-1099, a crucial tax document for millions of Americans. Whether you're new to Social Security benefits or have been receiving them for years, understanding this form is essential for your annual tax filing. In this video, we'll break down what the SSA-1099 is, why you receive it, and how it impacts your taxes. Let's start by exploring the purpose of this important document and why it arrives in your mailbox each year. The SSA-1099 is a tax form sent out by the Social Security Administration every year. It reports the total amount of Social Security benefits you received in the previous year. This form is essential for anyone who collects Social Security, as it helps you determine if your benefits are taxable and how much you need to report to the IRS. The SSA-1099 is similar to other tax forms like the W-2 or 1099 INT, but it's specifically for Social Security income. Let's take a closer look at what information is included on this form and why it matters. Not everyone gets an SSA-1099. This form is sent to people who received Social Security benefits during the previous tax year. If you're a retiree, a survivor, or someone on disability who collected benefits, you'll likely receive this form. However, if you're a non-resident alien or received Supplemental Security Income, SSI only, you won't get an SSA-1099. It's important to know your eligibility so you're not surprised when tax season arrives. Next, we'll discuss the key details you'll find on your SSA-1099. When you look at your SSA-1099, you'll notice several important pieces of information. The form lists your total Social Security benefits for the year, any amounts you repaid, and the net benefits you actually received. It also includes your name, Social Security number, and the tax year covered. This information is crucial for accurately reporting your income to the IRS. Understanding each section of the SSA-1099 can help you avoid mistakes when filing your taxes. Let's break down these sections in more detail. The main reason you receive an SSA-1099 is for tax reporting. The IRS requires you to report your Social Security benefits as part of your annual income. Even if your benefits aren't taxable, you still need to include the information from your SSA-1099 when you file your taxes. This helps ensure that your tax return is accurate and complete. The form also helps the IRS verify your reported income, reducing the risk of errors or audits. Next, we'll talk about how to use your SSA-1099 when preparing your tax return. When it's time to file your taxes, you'll need to refer to your SSA-1099. The form provides the exact numbers you need to enter on your tax return. You'll use the total benefits amount to determine if any of your Social Security income is taxable. Depending on your overall income and filing status, a portion of your benefits may be subject to federal income tax. Carefully transferring the information from your SSA-1099 to your tax forms is key to avoiding mistakes and potential penalties. Not all Social Security benefits are taxable. The amount you pay taxes on depends on your total income and filing status. Generally, if Social Security is your only income, your benefits may not be taxable. However, if you have other sources of income, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be taxed. The SSA-1099 helps you and the IRS determine exactly how much, if any, of your benefits are taxable. Next, we'll look at how to calculate this amount. To figure out how much of your Social Security benefits are taxable, you'll need to add up your total income, including half of your Social Security benefits. If this combined income exceeds certain thresholds, a portion of your benefits becomes taxable. The IRS provides worksheets and instructions to help you with this calculation. Your SSA-1099 is the starting point for these calculations, so keep it handy when preparing your taxes. The IRS sets specific income thresholds to determine if your Social Security benefits are taxable. For individuals, if your combined income's between $25,000 and $34,000, up to 50% of your benefits may be taxable. Above $34,000, up to 85% could be taxed. For married couples filing jointly, the thresholds are higher. Knowing these numbers helps you plan ahead and avoid surprises at tax time. SSA-1099 forms are typically mailed out by the Social Security Administration in January each year. If you haven't received yours by early February, you can request a replacement online through your Social Security account or by contacting your local SSA office. It's important to keep this form in a safe place, as you'll need it for your tax return. Let's talk about what to do if your form is lost or delayed. If your SSA-1099 is lost or missing, don't panic. The Social Security Administration makes it easy to get a replacement. You can log into your online Social Security account and download a copy, or call your local SSA office for assistance. Having a replacement ensures you can still file your taxes on time and avoid any delays or penalties. Always double-check your records to make sure you have the correct form before filing. Non-resident aliens who receive Social Security benefits do not get an SSA-1099. Instead, they receive a different form called SSA-1042S, which reports benefits paid to non-residents and any taxes withheld. If you're a non-resident, it's important to use the correct form when filing your taxes. This distinction helps ensure compliance with U.S. tax laws and proper reporting of your income. It's easy to confuse the SSA-1099 with the SSA-1042S, but they serve different purposes. The SSA-1099 is for U.S. citizens and residents, while the SSA-1042S is for non-resident aliens. Each form reports Social Security benefits, but the tax treatment and reporting requirements differ. Make sure you use the correct form based on your residency status to avoid errors on your tax return. If you receive only Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, you won't get an SSA-1099. SSI is a needs-based program and is not considered taxable income, so it isn't reported on a tax form. If you receive both SSI and Social Security benefits, you'll get an SSA-1099 for the Social Security portion only. Understanding this distinction helps you know which forms to expect each year. The SSA-1099 form is divided into several sections. The main part lists your total benefits, any repayments, and the net benefits you received. There's also a section for your personal information and the tax year. Understanding each part of the form helps you accurately report your income and avoid mistakes on your tax return. Let's walk through each section together. Box 3 on your SSA-1099 shows the total amount of Social Security benefits paid to you during the year. This is the starting point for determining your taxable benefits. Make sure the amount matches your records, and keep this number handy when filling out your tax return. If you notice any discrepancies, contact the Social Security Administration right away. Box 4 lists any benefits you repaid to the Social Security Administration during the year. This could happen if you were overpaid or had to return benefits for another reason. The amount in Box 4 is subtracted from your total benefits to calculate your net benefits. Accurate reporting here ensures you're not taxed on money you didn't actually receive. Box 5 on the SSA-1099 displays your net Social Security benefits for the year. This is the amount you actually received after any repayments. You'll use this number when calculating your taxable Social Security income. Double-check this figure to make sure it matches your records and is correctly entered on your tax return. The SSA-1099 includes a section with your personal information, such as your name, address, and Social Security number. It's important to check this information for accuracy. If you spot any errors, contact the Social Security Administration immediately to correct them. Accurate personal details help prevent identity issues and ensure your tax return is processed smoothly. Every SSA-1099 form clearly states the tax year it covers, usually printed at the top or in a designated box. This ensures you're using the correct form for your current tax return. Always double-check the tax year before entering information on your tax forms, especially if you have multiple years' worth of documents. While the SSA-1099 is primarily used for federal tax reporting, some states also tax Social Security benefits. Check your state's tax rules to see if you need to report your benefits on your state return. The SSA-1099 provides the information you need for both federal and state tax filings, making it a key document for your overall tax preparation. If you notice an error on your SSA-1099, such as an incorrect benefit amount or personal information, contact the Social Security Administration right away. They can issue a corrected form if needed. Reporting errors promptly helps you avoid tax filing issues and ensures your return is accurate. Always review your SSA-1099 carefully before using it for your taxes. It's important to keep your SSA-1099 forms for your records, even after you file your taxes. The IRS recommends keeping tax documents for at least 3 years. Having these forms on hand can help if you're ever audited or need to reference past tax returns. Store your SSA-1099 inches a safe, organized place along with your other important financial documents. If a Social Security recipient passes away, the SSA-1099 is still issued for the benefits paid during the year. The form is sent to the deceased person's estate or representative. It's important for the executor to include this information when filing the final tax return for the deceased. This ensures all income is properly reported and the estate remains in compliance with tax laws. Most tax preparation software allows you to enter information directly from your SSA-1099. This makes it easier to calculate your taxable benefits and complete your return accurately. Some programs even import data automatically if you have an online Social Security account. Using tax software can help reduce errors and streamline the filing process. You can use your SSA-1099 whether you file your taxes on paper or electronically. E-filing is generally faster and more secure, and it often results in quicker refunds. No matter which method you choose, make sure to accurately transfer all information from your SSA-1099 to your tax forms. Double-check your entries to avoid mistakes. If you're married and filed jointly, both spouses may receive their own SSA-1099 forms if both collect Social Security benefits. Each form should be reported separately on your joint tax return. Make sure to include all SSA-1099s to accurately reflect your household income and avoid underreporting. Some dependents, such as children or disabled adults, may receive Social Security benefits. In these cases, an SSA-1099 is issued in the dependent's name. The person responsible for the dependent's finances should use the form when preparing their tax return. This ensures all income is properly reported and tax obligations are met. If you receive a corrected SSA-1099 after filing your tax return, you may need to file an amended return. This ensures your reported income matches the corrected information. The IRS provides Form 1040X for making changes to your tax return. Always keep copies of both the original and corrected SSA-1099 for your records. The IRS may use your SSA-1099 to verify the Social Security income you report on your tax return. If there's a mismatch, it could trigger a tax audit or request for more information. Keeping accurate records and reporting your benefits exactly as shown on your SSA-1099 helps you avoid audit issues and ensures compliance with tax laws. Some Social Security recipients choose to have federal taxes withheld from their benefits. If you do, the amount withheld is shown on your SSA-1099. This helps you track how much tax has already been paid and reduces the amount you may owe when you file your return. Make sure to enter this information correctly to get credit for taxes already paid. If you don't have taxes withheld from your Social Security benefits, you may need to make estimated tax payments throughout the year. The SSA-1099 helps you calculate your total income and estimate how much you owe. Making timely estimated payments can help you avoid penalties and interest charges at tax time. If you need to file or amend tax returns for previous years, you may need copies of past SSA-1099 forms. You can request these from the Social Security Administration or access them online if you have an account. Keeping copies of all your SSA-1099s makes it easier to handle any tax issues that arise in the future. If you live outside the United States and receive Social Security benefits, your SSA-1099 will be mailed to your foreign address. Make sure your address is up to date with the Social Security Administration to avoid delays. If you don't receive your form, contact the SSA for assistance or request a replacement online. Your SSA-1099 contains sensitive personal information, including your Social Security number. Protect your form from identity theft by storing it securely and shredding old copies you no longer need. Never share your SSA-1099 with anyone unless it's necessary for tax or financial purposes. Your SSA-1099 isn't just for taxes, it's also a valuable tool for financial planning. Reviewing your annual benefits can help you budget, plan for retirement, and make informed decisions about your income. Use your SSA-1099 to track changes in your benefits and adjust your financial plans as needed. When preparing your taxes, remember to combine your SSA-1099 with other sources of income, such as pensions, wages, or investment earnings. The IRS looks at your total income to determine your tax liability. Accurate reporting of all income sources ensures you pay the correct amount of tax and avoid penalties. Some tax credits, like the Earned Income Tax Credit, may be affected by your Social Security benefits. The SSA-1099 provides the information needed to determine your eligibility for certain credits. Review your tax situation carefully to make sure you claim all credits you qualify for and maximize your refund. If you work with a tax professional, bring your SSA-1099 to your appointment. Tax preparers use this form to accurately report your Social Security income and calculate your taxes. Providing complete and accurate documents helps your tax professional serve you better and ensures your return is filed correctly. If the IRS finds a discrepancy between your tax return and your SSA-1099, you may receive a notice requesting more information. Respond promptly and provide any requested documents to resolve the issue. Keeping your SSA-1099 and tax records organized makes it easier to address any IRS inquiries. Reviewing your SSA-1099 each year can help you plan for retirement. By tracking your annual benefits, you can estimate your future income and make informed decisions about when to claim Social Security. Use your SSA-1099 as a tool to monitor your financial health and adjust your retirement strategy as needed. If your Social Security benefits change during the year, your SSA-1099 will reflect the total amount paid. This includes any cost of living adjustments or changes in your benefit amount. Review your form each year to see how your benefits have changed and use this information for budgeting and tax planning. You can access your SSA-1099 online by creating a My Social Security account. This allows you to download current and past forms, making it easier to manage your tax documents. Online access is secure and convenient, especially if you need a replacement form quickly. Be cautious of scams related to SSA-1099 forms. The Social Security Administration will never call or email you asking for personal information in exchange for your form. If you receive suspicious communications, contact the SSA directly, protect your personal information, and report any fraud attempts immediately. To wrap up, the SSA-1099 is an essential tax document for anyone receiving Social Security benefits. It helps you report your income accurately, determine your tax liability, and keep your financial records in order. By understanding each section of the form and knowing how to use it, you can avoid tax problems and make the most of your benefits. Remember to keep your SSA-1099 safe, review it each year, and use it as a tool for both tax filing and financial planning.